All right, so welcome to the exchange. So first and foremost, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to give you my opinion on what I see in the stock markets. Looking to the left to see what has happened, then looking to the right to see what may happen. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you invest money in things you know about. If you don't know, invest in yourself and learn. That's the best way you can make money out here and have some security in these markets. So let's look at what happens to stock markets so we can get a better idea and some security in exchange. Welcome to the Exchange Show. Okay, here we go. Quick recap. So we did cover Capital One Financial. I think we did cover it previous week. If you did look at Capital One, did your own analysis, you may have seen what I was seeing as well, which was we had a channel here. In this channel, we were looking to move forward. There was a supply zone further up, and it's from one of the last highs around $160 to $154. At last week, last couple days, we were down here around the 139, 140 area, and that was above the last earnings. I was looking for it to react off of this demand zone. So what I did was I took, make sure I get rid of that. Actually, you should be able to see it. I took a trade off of that. When this candle started, this was the 24th. So I took a trade off of here. I looked at it on this candle right there. So I looked at it on that little small candle, that red candle. I saw that I was still in the buy zone, but I was probably at the bottom of where the price action was going to go. So I said, all right, I put a limit order in. I hit it. I was very happy with the results. Let's just say the movement from about right where this is. Right now I'm at a 3-to-1. So this 3-to-1 has made me extremely happy. I'm looking to see if that's going to continue up because I am looking to close this trade soon. Once it hits that supply area up here, I'm closing out. But some of the things that make me a little wary, a little cautious, and why I'm looking to close it is I'm above this right here, but I already know that these pivot points are going to change, and this is usually my entry area, or one of them. It's probably going to move up, so it's probably going to give me the supply area. All right, so I'm waiting to see on Monday, since we had a short week, if this is going to happen. So that was one, Capital One Financial. Also on Carnival had a bounce on its resistance a while ago. It is currently still look like it's going up. So if you were looking at Carnival, last earnings was $19.19 on a close. You could also target the $19.77 or just $20 for a call. It seems like it wants to continue up, but is this going to be a pattern that's going to continue, meaning it gets up here to this area and then falls down? So one of the reasons that I would say that is because we have strong movement around here, and usually that's based off of, there we go, a supply zone. So if we say this based off of the past, we have rejection. Now we have rejection and earnings in the same area. Now we have rejection, earnings, and a resistance. So it looks like even if Carnival goes up to that $20 range, it may, at this point, just following history, reject from that area. So if you want to play it up to that point, go for it. If not, look for some puts around the $20 area. So let's go to another one that we're looking at. Let's do this one. Dollar Tree. So if you didn't look at Dollar Tree recently, there's a huge gap here. Huge gap. So this gap on Dollar Tree is It looks delicious. I'm not gonna lie. 134 up to the 146 area, and that was based off of its earnings that it had. Earnings didn't go well for Dollar Tree, and that's surprising because everybody goes to Dollar Tree. So we are currently looking at, are we going to have enough volume and buying pressure at this point to push us up into this gap? I'm still waiting. I mean, let's turn on our indicator and see. It looks like we're still in the sell zone at this time, but we already hit the bottom here. Now, the things that make me look for a buy are, look, I got a buy signal here. Let's see. I'm above the 200-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, but I'm below the 50-day moving average. All right. So even if I wanted to play it just a little bit, you could take it up to probably, I want to say, the 50-day moving average, which would be here, that area. So that's about 138.35. And then you can see if it rejects off of that area, but it will be in a gap. So at this point, that gap could probably be filled, but it doesn't necessarily mean the entire gap will be filled. It doesn't mean it's going to be filled in the next couple of days or weeks. You need to see that buying volume, and you need to see it go through these areas. So let's see some of the areas for Dollar Tree that we're interested in, some levels. First and foremost, let's do this. This is going to be a good one here. There we go. And let's make a copy of that. Another one here. And of course, yeah, we could do one there. So this area here looks like it's going to be either a strong rejection area, because we have a rejection here, another rejection here, but then this ended up having the orders to push us higher as well later. So there are definitely going to be some orders in this area. And what I actually want to do is I'm going to take this out and I'm going to make a zone, because I have some strong movement off of that area there. I want to see if it's still going to be valid later. And let's make that a supply at this point. Take this out the way. Let's see if that's going to get filled up to this area here. So up to the 141. And then at that point, just make it a little more valid. This area here, since that's a little bit more valid to what we're looking at currently. Previously, this area was valid for right over here, but now at this point, since we're going forward, this is the last time the area was hit. It had a lot of orders, and they were a lot of sells, but we had that last good push to give us that new high, and then we had, of course, everybody bought the rumor. And then right here, they sold the news. So it ran up for earnings and then sold off. So let's see if this is going to be enough to push us through our gap area, or if it's going to come back down and then try to go back up again. So that's it for Dollar Tree. There's what I was looking at, and I think I'm interested in this one. This is General Mills. So in General Mills, let's look at this one. Of course, I'm going to do some quick levels. And there. There. So if you see, we had a base pattern, or we were just accumulating. So we had a sell-off here. Here was our sell-off, all the way down. Then we accumulated all the way through this area here. And it looks like now we're doing a buy, or we're going to start doing a markup phase. So this markup phase, if we want to know where can we expect to take profits, well, here. And of course, Mm, let's go based off of, I don't know, there's gaps over here too. There. And then let's mark this up because this could be useful. We got a gap. All right, so currently you see we had a strong rejection off of that $74.74 range, and General Mills is like it just broke out of that area, so we are still in the buy zone. It came back around this area here on the 26th and started shooting up. Now, with that being said, let's turn on an indicator. Yeah, we are still in a buy zone. So we had a buy that started around the 21st of February, and it's been going up. It had a strong rejection off of that 74.17, but now it looks like it wants to continue up. All right, so if we're looking, this may be a very good play. We're above the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average. We're in the green. We got a buy. I got a three-way handshake, 1, 2, 3 greens and a buy. It looks like it could be a really good play. I could look up the option prices and see if this is going to be something that we're going to do in the daily. But General Mills, surprisingly, it popped up in one of the scans I do. So let's see what else we got here. I think I'm going to do, let's do Riot. Let's see what Riot's doing. Yeah. All right, so let's be honest. Riot is at a point of control for the volume indicator. It also needs to break its 200-day moving average. It's still in a sell, but it is, I don't know. It looks like if you want to buy it to go up or do an option, it may flip soon, but it is not doing it now. At this point, it's going up, but it has to break this area. This area is currently at, that's the magic zone. If it breaks this 250 with good volume, and if you notice the volume has been red for the last good couple, since the at least the 27th of February, it's been red. So, but if it breaks this, that means it's probably going to end up going up again. And I would look for it to go to its earnings of at least $15.73. But that's just me. It hit this demand zone and it's popped up. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of days it does go green. That would make me happy. I got to play in on Riot now, so I'm hoping it does keep continuing up. So there's one more I want to do. So if you're interested in any Chinese stocks, I like to look at Baba once in a while. Now Baba, or Alibaba, it was in a strong downtrend. All right, and that started all the way back here in August. So let's turn this off. At this point, it's going sideways, but it's still in a sell. Still in the sell zone. So I really don't chart Baba much. I usually just use an indicator here, and at its lowest point, I'm looking for maybe a $65, but I'll aim for a $68 if I was going to trade it. It's below the 200, below the 100, below the 50. This would just be a sell for me. It's not even going to be a buy yet. But at this point, here to here, let's turn this off again. Let's see if this, yeah, because that would be the next one. 1, 2. It broke this trend it had. The trend was slightly going up. It broke it. It's below the earnings. Earnings came out. Probably didn't do that well. Let's see. Yeah, it was red. Red earnings. I was surprised. Oh, surprise! It's going down. So you could literally look for $67.11 because that's the last low. It probably will meet that or beat it if it's going down. So that's a great area to look for. And last but not least, let's check out SOFI. I haven't done that in a while. All right, SOFI, here you go. So SOFI is back down here pretty much at that $7 and change range. Okay, so if you wanted to accumulate SOFI, if you notice, you're down here at the bottom of this channel. It seems like when it gets here, it was lower before, went up, hit that $10 area, came down, went up, $10 area, came down, went up, had earnings, came down. Is this going to be another push to the $10 area? Make sure it's on the right one. There we go. Is this going to be another push? No, stop touching that. There we go. Is it going to be another push up to here, to this $10? Will it? We don't know yet. It's still in a sell zone. So once that changes, let's see if we're going to get a buy signal coming up soon for that. At this point, no. We are getting some higher lows, but essentially, I'm still in the sell zone, under the 200, under the 50. I'm red down here, so it hit the bottom of its sell range technically down here for me, and it just needs to. I don't know. These points going to go down. It probably looks like it is, and if it does, if you're looking to be a long-term holder, it could be a place for you to get a great entry. But that's it. That's it for the exchange this week. We'll see you next week. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, give us a like or a comment. If you want to chart anything, let us know. We're going to be doing some charting on Sundays around 7 p.m. every week. So see you there. If you want to do it, send me a message.